Namaste everyone. Today we've all gathered here to offer homage to our beloved founder chairman Sir Shri Kulwant Singh Ji, who left for his heavenly abode on 1st July 2022. Amongst us are respected chairman Sir's wife, Shrimati Amar Kulwant Singh Ji, his daughter Miss Neeman Anand, and the esteemed members of our worthy management. In humble reverence and remembrance of this stalwart of Bhavan, let us offer a floral tribute to our guiding spirit. To the one who is the reason behind the presence of all of us here. He had sown the seed that has blossomed into a towering tree, which we all know today as Bhavan Vidyalaya Panchkula. It was his powerful leadership, progressive vision, diligent and untiring efforts that made this institution rise from a speck to its current glorious stature. Being a fountainhead of knowledge, inspiration and guidance, Sir had always been a part of all our endeavors. His presence on all occasions infused confidence and zeal in everyone. Let us now get a few glimpses of the rich harvest of memories of this great man to cherish, honor and emulate.
संसार रूपी उद्यान में खिलते हैं पुष्प हजारों ही, बिखराते सौरभ अपना शोभा लिए सितारों की। चंद दिन सौरभ बिखरा करके कुछ पुष्प धरा पर पड़ रहे, पर कुछ पुष्प तो ऐसे थे मुरझाकर भी सुरभित रहे। थे ऐसे ही एक पुष्प हमारे अपने बहुत ही प्यारे आदरणीय श्री कुलवंत सिंह जी आज जर्रा जर्रा गमगीन है। हर गलियारा कहता है एक कहानी, सुनते हैं भवन की जुबानी।
I am Bhavan Vidyalaya Panchkula. Let me take you to the journey of my origin, which began with Shri K. M. Munshiji and his vision to provide quality education with a universal perspective rooted to Indian ethos. In 1993, I was honored to be discovered by a pioneer who envisioned in me the Bhavan Vidyalaya. My guiding light, Shri Kulwant Singh ji, the founder chairman Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan Panchkula, succeeded in getting me allotted a 5-acre plot through the Haryana government to be a dream come true. He was well aware that raising me was a Herculean task, but with a proactive approach and a meticulous plan, he designed a roadmap to conceptualize the idea and laid down my foundation stone to make me a premier institute of Panchkula.
आप सभी को अपनी नींव के बारे में अवगत करवाना मेरे लिए गर्व और सम्मान की बात है। एक उत्कृष्ट प्रशासक होने के नाते श्री कुलवंत सिंह जी ने वैसे तो मेरी आधारशिला 9 अक्टूबर 1993 को ही रख दी थी, परंतु श्री सी सुब्रमण्यम जी, श्री एस रामकृष्ण जी तथा विद्यालय के संस्थापक लाला अमरनाथ अग्रवाल जी की उपस्थिति में श्री कुलवंत सिंह जी ने शांति, समृद्धि व सफलता की कामना करते हुए सरस्वती पूजन किया और विद्यालय का शुभारंभ किया।
I grew year by year, leaps and bounds, 10 years, celebrated 20 years, and then Silver Jubilee, and carved a niche for myself in the field of education. My founder made me a center of excellence for learning, which nourishes young, impressionable minds by integrating Indian culture and holding fast to fundamental values, which empower them with 4 C's: conscious, curious, creative, and confident. With his keen interest and painstaking efforts, my concept took a concrete shape. Under his noble guidance and flagmanship, I progressed and prospered. Shri Kulwant Singh ji was the flag bearer of values. He believed in keeping the values right. He wanted students to choose right role models. That is why I staged Buddha Charitram and adopted school cinema, paid tribute to Bapu and remember all the war heroes regularly.
आपसे ज्यादा रिश्तों को कौन समझता है? हर रिश्ते को बहुत प्रेम, सामंजस्य, धैर्य और ईमानदारी के साथ निभाना, सब्र और त्याग से उसे परिपक्व बनाना, रिश्ते रूपी सच्ची पूंजी का महत्व छात्रों को समझाना आपसे ज्यादा समझा है कौन? तो कर दी एक नई परंपरा की शुरुआत और नाम रखा रिश्तों की सौगात।
Shri Kulwant Singh ji always had a vision to equip the school with cutting-edge information and communication technology. To materialize this vision, he launched the school website. And he promoted MindSpark because he believed that it is imperative that students in India virtually followed the same curriculum as their contemporaries in the rest of the world.
कभी खुशी कभी गम, हम सब थे संग संग। दिवाली के दिए, होली के रंग, बहुत खूबसूरत थे वो क्षण।
कोहरे ताल मिले नदी के जल में, नदी मिले सागर में, सागर मिले कौन से जल में, कोई जाने ना। कोहरे ताल मिले नदी के जल में।
Yes, there is one day, Teachers' Day. I cannot imagine this day without my founder. Throughout his life, he ensured to be present on Teachers' Day. He kept on motivating teachers year after year on this day. He always took them to be school's frontline warriors. He called them face of the school. I, Bhavan Vidyalay, paved the way for a spectacular, all-round progress, and the students passing out from here became torch-bearers of character, discipline, and integrity. His emphatic voice always resonated around the walls of my auditorium on Medha Manyata Divas.
छात्र का स्वभाव, उनकी रुचि, आदर्श, सोचने का ढंग, सामाजिकता आदि गुणों को परीक्षा द्वारा नहीं आंका जा सकता, ऐसे सोचते थे हमारे चेयरमैन सर। इसी बात को मद्देनजर रखते हुए उन्होंने परियोजना दिवस का प्रारंभ किया, प्रोजेक्ट डे, जिसका मुख्य उद्देश्य था नई सोच का स्वागत। स्वस्थ तन, स्वस्थ मन, यही सोच थी हमारे माननीय श्री कुलवंत सिंह जी की, और इसी सोच के साथ उन्होंने प्रारंभ किया स्पोर्ट्स डे। साल दर साल मैंने कितने स्पोर्ट्स डे पर छात्रों को अंतर्राष्ट्रीय और राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर पहचान बनाते हुए देखा है। उनकी कोशिशों को दिल भुला नहीं सकता, उनकी बातों को दिल मिटा नहीं सकता। इस तरह यादों में कैद है हर लम्हा कि चाहकर भी दिल उन्हें भुला नहीं सकता।
Sir, if you could just stay here for the national. I request everyone to kindly rise to the national anthem.
Today I, the magnificent Bhavan Vidyalaya. Bow my head in reverence, as I have lost my sculptor with an alluring aura, Shri Kulwant Singh Ji. The walls of my auditorium will not echo his words ever again. He left shards of broken glass on my floor, while they are pieces of my broken heart.
Shri Kulwant Singh Ji, a man noble in name as in nature, has now left the mortal world. He was of the view that even Indian students should perform at par with our contemporaries all across the globe, so that even we get a chance to serve our dear beloved Mother Earth. Even during his tenure as an IAS officer, he never let the dingy dye of politics sift into his quintessential nature. And that is a striking feature of his character that I admire him the most. All in all, I pray for the peace of his soul. Thank you. This is Mayank Sinha of 10th E.
Namaste. Grief-stricken by Sir's demise, I've written a few lines for him. It's time we remember you today, honor and celebrate your glory, and look at all that you've accomplished in this journey. You fulfilled your mission, nurtured a vision, and brought a revolution. The exceptional warmth in your aura ignites the Bhavan. Its coziness unmatched, provides strength to sail through the glooms, fosters every tiny seedling that's planted to its roots. The roots you brought up with love and care. We pay our respects and offer our prayers to you, wishing you an afterlife of grandeur. May the angels sing in your glory, and may you always keep showering your blessings on the Bhavan family. We solicit to the Almighty.
I, Punya Diwan, an alumni of Bhavan Vidyalaya Panchkula, pay my glorious tribute to a great visionary, an educationist, a man par excellence. Today, when he may not be amongst us, yet he will be remembered with great esteem for his phenomenal contribution in the field of education and the noble life that he led for the cause of humanity. He was a true navigator who will continue to be an inspiration for my alma mater who have reached great heights. Today, we seek his blessings and pray to the Almighty that may this noble soul rest in peace.
कोई शब्द आपके व्यक्तित्व को उजागर नहीं कर सकता। ऐसे उदार दिल, कर्तव्य परायण, मेहनती व्यक्ति की स्मृति सदा सुगंध देती है। जीवन के हर मोड़ पर आपकी सिखाई बातें हमें शिक्षा देती रहेंगी। यादें वो एहसास है जो पल को बांधे रखती हैं। एक झलक में ही वो समय को उलट देती हैं। जब भी दस्तक देती हैं, होठों पर मुस्कान आंखों को नम कर देती हैं। यादें वो एहसास हैं जो जिंदगी को थामे रखती हैं।
सभागार में उपस्थित सभी विद्वत जनों को मेरा कोटिशः नमन। नयनं छिन्दन्ति शस्त्राणि नयनं दहति पावकः न च एनं क्लेदन्त्यापो न शोषयति मारुतः। अर्थात आत्मा को न शस्त्र काट सकता है, न आग जला सकती है, न पानी गीला कर सकता है, न हवा सुखा सकती है, क्योंकि आत्मा अमर है, वह मरकर भी नहीं मरती। हालांकि कोई ऐसा शब्द ही नहीं जो आपको पाने में मदद कर सके। बस जानते हैं आप विचार और प्रार्थना में बहुत करीब थे। आपके लिए सभी धर्म एक समान थे और हम सौभाग्यशाली हैं कि यह भाईचारे की सीख हमें आपसे ही सीखने को मिली। आपके लिए वसुधैव कुटुंबकम सूक्ति चरितार्थ सिद्ध होती। कहते हैं भगवान से की गई प्रार्थना मन को शांति प्रदान करती है। तो आइए उस दिव्यात्मा को शांति प्रदान करते हैं और सुनते हैं सर्वधर्म प्रार्थना। A magnanimous personality enlightened educationist, a great mentor, active and zealous founder is how we know Sir, who has directly or indirectly inspired each one of us present here. Sir's invigorating presence will be fondly and reverently remembered and missed in all our future endeavors. I would now request Madam Principal to share with us all the precious memories of her association with Sir.
My namaste to all present here. I still vividly remember my first day in Bhavan. It was signing off of Mrs. Shashi Banerjee and signing off in of mine. On the lunch table at one side I was sitting and the other side she. I was actually very eager to know that how in a matter of few minutes Sir selected me as the principal. So I asked him. He smiled and said, "You want to know how did I select you?" I said, "Yes, because the one whom I am to succeed is the founder principal, associated with the school for 23 long years. While you selected me as to succeed her in a matter of few minutes." Sir, you remember that?
I do remember.
It was just a matter of few minutes and it was just coming in and going out. He said, "Listen, I made you read a document, a written document in the interview, which was to assess your language skills. That is how you read, what is your accent, besides judging your communication skills and your confidence. I asked you to explain what the document was for. You answered it to be the first draft of National Education Policy. It gave me an insight about you being updated with all what is coming up next. I asked you, how will you implement it? And you gave me your action points, which gave me the clarity that you have for your thoughts and action. Because he asked me the question, what is written there in the document, how will you integrate it in the curriculum? And I answered that. Rest, he said, I know that I can groom you as per our school's vision, so I'm there. It was very insightful for me. He said, you will witness all that, what I do, as you will be a part of the selection process henceforth. 5 long years passed under his pastoral care, and today I stand equipped with his ideals and the vision he had for our institution. Sir, you will remain alive in all of us, right, children? Yes? You'll remain alive in all of us. Your belief that a good system of education should aim at holistic development of the personality of an individual to ensure peace and happiness in his life, and that it should also ensure that the mind of an individual is so cultured as to enable one to comprehend and accomplish his full potential of mind, body and spirit in personal and social spheres will remain our guiding mantra. I have taken this from his message in the first souvenir of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan issued in 1994. He was so ahead with everything. These are the same things what NEP is talking about now. They are talking about not academic results, they are talking about you as a human being, they are talking about you as a person who has to achieve all the potentials, who is capable of. It's talking about you how to learn and make you a lifelong learner, children. So he was much ahead of his time. Sir, you will always be remembered as a man of principles with exceptional leadership qualities, dynamism, and unwavering commitment to excellence. Your unflappable approach, wisdom, indefatigable spirit, and courage of conviction to take correct decisions will always inspire us. I remember once he asked me, make a paperweight, get a paperweight made. I know my art department is aware of it. And he said, on all the four sides, it has to be think, 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 think. I was like, okay, all the four sides think. Yeah. He said, yes, get the paperweight made. So we got the paperweights made and I presented it to him. He said, keep it on your table now. I said, you want me to keep it on my table for? He said, when you speak, think. When others will talk to you, they will think. Think. When you think, you actually do take correct decisions. If you take decisions in hasty, if you just don't think and you take decisions, you have to lament for it. So better think. It was so subtly given, the lesson of life given so subtly to me. And then he said, be a traffic light. I said, traffic light? He said, leadership lessons for you. I said, okay, what do you want me to? He said, what does the color red say? I said, stop. He said, any situation, hold on, be neutral, stop, think. Yellow, amber light, ready. Yes, now when you have taken it in all, be ready. And green, go. Take the decision and then don't repent for it. Whether it is right or wrong, you should stand by it. And that was what I still nourish. I still feel, and I feel his presence in me. Today we bow our heads in reverence to the noble soul as he becomes one with the universe. And his presence is there. That cosmic presence is felt. I now request Amar Kulwant Singh ma'am to please come forth and address us with your healing words now.
Dear Bhavan family, my children and I thank you for this beautiful Shradhanjali, for your founder chairman, Shri Kulwant Singh, my beloved husband, and a doting father to his children and grandchildren. Personally, I would also like to thank Justice Garg, your new chairman, and your principal, Gulshan Kaur, for having been inspired to give this Shradhanjali. While you have shared the journey of my husband's associations with Bhavan, nostalgia swept over me. And I could add a few more chapters to that journey. When he was Chief Secretary Haryana, he was a member of the Bhavan committee in Chandigarh. The governor at that time was Jaisuklal Hathiji. One day he turned to my husband and said, Sardar Sahab, how is it that there's no Bhavan school in Haryana? My husband, in his inimical style, said, sir, when I retire, I will set it up. This was just like him. He would never use his position or chair to collect funds or misuse it for any purpose. It would have been easy to set it up when he was Chief Secretary, but no. Knowing his values, he wanted to retire and then take up this challenge, which he did. He retired in 1991. It took him almost 2.5 years to get this land, to collect funds, and to lay the foundation stone for the first phase. If I remember correctly, the school started with just 6 classes, up to class 6. I hope this information is correct. If I'm wrong, please excuse me. And every year, new classes were added till we reached class 12. It was his mission, and with missionary zeal, it became his first love. I think more than the love for his family. He lived, breathed, and felt so committed to this cause. I sometimes used to feel that he breathes it every moment. Today, the results are there for you to see. A man of few words, but he was always proud when you produced toppers, not only in the Tri-City, but in the country. I know we basked in that glory. And I know I used to show off his achievements. We were so proud of it. Our loss is irreparable. The void is huge. But the goodwill he leaves behind will help us heal with graceful acceptance and our heads held high. I wish the Bhavan School goes from strength to strength. And thank you for this honor. Before I close, the children and I would like to perpetuate his memory by announcing that Kulwant Singh Medal be given every year to the most outstanding student of the year. He always believed, as you have all heard, in holistic development. Academics is only a small part of it. This medal would be for a student who is outstanding in every way. The logistics for this, we will try and work out with Chairman Sir Justice Garg and the Principal, Gulshan Ko. Thank you so much for all your love and affection. All these things. Thank you. Jai.
As ma'am has just said, the loss is irreparable and the void is very big. Bereavement brings us face to face with the ultimate truth of life. And as we struggle to recover from the loss, we look up to the Almighty for solace and endurance. Let us pray to the Supreme Being, who is our merciful Father and source of all strength and comfort, to help us sail through this hard time.
You are my strength when I am weak. You are
समय जिंदगी का इतना ही होगा, कहाँ पता था। विदाई आपकी अनपेक्षित होगी, वो भी कहाँ पता था। हर जगह अपनी खुशबू फैलाकर स्मृति सबके दिलों में रख गए, आप हमारे दिल में अपनी छाप छोड़ गए। घर परिवार व भवन विद्यालय जिसका मंदिर था, स्नेह जिसकी शक्ति थी, परिश्रम जिसका कर्तव्य था, परमार्थ जिनकी शक्ति थी। हंसना हंसाना ये कोशिश थी आपकी, सबको खुश रखना चाहत थी आपकी। कोई समझे या ना समझे, पर हर किसी को समझना आदत थी आपकी। ऐसी दिव्यात्मा को शांति प्रदान करते हैं इस भजन से। तुमसे ओ जोड़ी, तुमसे ओ जोड़ी, साची प्रीत तुमसे जोड़ी, तुमसे जोड़ी अवर संग तोड़ी। खुदा के नाम में ही बहुत ताकत है। खुदा साथ है तो फिर क्या हसरत है, क्योंकि खुदा की रहमत में अर्जियां नहीं चलती, जिंदगी के खेल में खुदगर्जियां नहीं चलती। चल ही पड़े हैं तो जान लीजिए हुजूर, जीवन की राह में मनमर्जियां नहीं चलती। नाम तेरा हर गम टाल देता है, जिक्र तेरा मुश्किलों में रास्ता निकाल देता है। मेरे खुदा करूं कैसे शुक्र में तेरा अदा, जो डूबता हूं तो सागर उछाल देता है। समझ नहीं आता कि जिंदगी यादें हैं या यादों में ही जिंदगी है। कुछ लोग कहते हैं रिश्ते बनाना बहुत कठिन है, पर यादों को याद करना अत्यंत कठिन है। यादें हमारे जीवन का अभिन्न अंग है, जिसे सदा के लिए संजो कर रख सकते हैं। अगली प्रस्तुति हमें अपनों से जुदा होने का एहसास कराती है। आइए सुनते हैं। सानू राहे पान बोलिया, जुदाइयां अज दे गया, तुर गया कलियां, यादा सानू दे गया। पधारा क्या मेघ, मेरो मेरो सभी कहत हैं, हित सो बाह्य उचित। अंतकाल संगी नहीं को, यह अचरज की रीत। मन मूरख अजहू नहीं समझत, सिख दय हार योनि। नानक भव जल पार परै, जो गावे प्रभु के गीत। सभी महापुरुषों, गुरुओं ने हमें जीवन के यथार्थ से परिचित करवाने का प्रयास किया है। वे कहते हैं, इस संसार में कोई अपना नहीं है, और जो इस सच्चाई से अवगत होकर प्रभु की शरण में चला जाता है, वह भव सागर से पार हो जाता है। ऐसे ही थे पुण्यात्मा चेयरमैन श्री कुलवंत सिंह जी, जिनके लिए सेवा ही परमो धर्म था। तो आइए कुछ क्षण के लिए ही सही अपना मन प्रभु चरणों में समर्पित करते हैं और सुनते हैं कबीर जी का ये शब्द, कहाँ गए बाबा बोलते थे कहाँ गए। में हमारे यूं घर कर जाता है, मरकर भी जीवन को अमर कर जाता है। भुलाई नहीं भूल सकते शख्सियत को जिनकी, वो हर पल हर लम्हा हमारी यादों में सफर कर जाता है। किसी के चले जाने से समय कहाँ रुक पाता है, धीरे धीरे ही सही हर जख्म भी भर जाता है। पर आपकी कमी को पूरा कैसे कर पाएंगे, आप हमें हमेशा याद आएंगे सर, आप हमें हमेशा याद आएंगे। कहने को तो बहुत कुछ है, पर आपके गुणों का बखान करने के लिए शब्द ही नहीं है। अतः अपनी वाणी को यहीं विराम देते हुए 6 पौड़ी आनंद साहिब पाठ के लिए मंजुला मैम को आमंत्रित करें।
राम कली महला तीजा आनंदे ओंकार सतगुर प्रसाद सतगुर 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 वाहेगुरु 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 सतगुरु 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 वाहेगुरु 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 दया में माए सतगुरु में पाए सतगुरु का पाया सहज सिद्धि मन वजिया बताया राग रतन परवार परे
आज की इस श्रद्धांजलि सभा में उपस्थित सभी गणमान्य सदस्यों का मैं तहे दिल से आभार व्यक्त करती हूँ।